So don't allow your dealership to tell you, oh, do you have enough pressure? They have a flow sensor valve. Flow, water flow, not pressure sensor valve. There's no seal on the plate. Good morning, guys. Welcome to my personal campsite. Home. Anyway, in today's video, we're gonna be doing some changes to our shower. I will show you right now. Welcome to Rving to the sunset. Okay, so welcome to our RV. So this is what we're doing right here. That's the new faucet. That's the shower wand, the holder. And I'll explain to you guys why am I doing this change on this unit. So I am making an upgrade to the faucet in the shower. The main reason of doing that upgrade is because I was been having issues with the hot water where it gets scalding hot. I have the Fogatti tankless water heater. Took it to the dealer. They said that everything was okay. I still complain. No, I'm still getting way too much hot water. I had to at that point, the second time, use my my knowledge, because I am a certified plumbing contractor in the state of Florida. So I tell them, listen, you're not talking to your regular customers. You're talking to a guy that knows what he's talking about. Your water heater is not working properly. So I don't want to touch the unit because of warranty issues and stuff like that, so I'm letting them handle it. Took it there again, explained it to them. Listen, I know what I'm talking about. Anything above 120 degrees is scalding hot. That is not right. That is not correct, and that is a health issue, because you could get burned seriously with a water heater that is going above that 120 degrees. This one was going above 140. Actually, I'm going to put a picture so you see the temperatures as this thing was going up, and a small clip of the situation that I was having, so I could explain it to them, because I take it there. We can't find the problem. So anyway, finally, after I pushed that way, with knowledge, and actually just flipped my license and said, this is my license. I'm not talking like anybody else. I am a licensed contractor, so I know what I'm talking about. And if you don't fix this, then, you know, I'm going to have to step it up further. Anyway, they replaced the panel. They said, oh, it's the panel. You have to set it to 95. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I have set it to 95. Oh, now you don't have enough water pressure. All kinds of excuses. All right. So I took it upon myself to find out what the problem was. So I did all the tests on the water heater. Water heater passed all the tests. Thermostat was okay. The temperature control valve was okay. The flow valve was okay. My water pressure is where it needs to be. So I started discarding stuff until I got to the faucet. All right. So this is the faucet that I'm going to install. All right. The new one, I will show you guys the old one. So this faucet here, the water comes in, okay? Hot and cold is backwards, but this is a hot, that will be the cold. Hot is always going to be on your left. Once the water comes in, it comes in here, it passes this way, the hot passes this way and goes out to your shower. So this particular valve here, after I did all the tests, the hot water side is clogged. There is something impeding the water pressure. I use a compressor trying to get it unclogged. It did not unclog, so it might be a piece of plastic that is stuck in there or whatever. So I said, you know what, I'm just gonna buy a new one. This one looked nicer anyway, because I don't know if you can see, but this one is black, the one on the sink is black, and then they put a silver one, the cheapest one in the shower. So we're going to replace it. Everything, the hose, everything is going to be replaced. And now I'm going to have a better water flow, and that's going to solve the problem. My main reason to put in this here, hopefully, if somebody's having an issue with their Fogatti water heater, check that valve. It could be a piece of plastic. It could be sediment from the construction when they built the unit, because from day one I was having this issue with the water heater. It's been 6 months now. So I decided to touch it. I'm going to do it. That's it. They don't want to do it. I'm going to do it. There's an issue with the warranty. I got proof of what I said. I am licensed to do it. So they cannot tell me, oh, you don't know what you're doing. No, I am licensed to do this. So hopefully they don't notice and there's no issue with the warranty. But I had to do it because they didn't want to do it. They keep saying that everything was fine. They kept the unit for a whole month one time. I'm not going to mention their name because I'm not here to bash nobody. I'm just here to let you guys know how to fix this if you're having this issue and how I fix it. And of course, let you vent out my frustration with the whole problem of, hey, I have an issue. I know that there's something wrong and you're telling me there's nothing wrong. Like I said, they're doing it to me. Imagine to somebody that doesn't know. So let me show you guys the valve, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to replace it, and the process of replacing it and installing it and all that stuff. Try to do the best video I can of this upgrade on our unit. If you guys don't know, our unit is a east-west entrada 27 no slide class C. So in case you guys want to research a little bit about it, and it has a Fogatti water heater. That's another thing with the water heater. Everybody that has that water heater is in love with it, and I'm hating it because of this. So anyway, it had to get me to figure it out when the dealership was supposed to figure it out. So let me show you guys what we have there and how I did the installation, how I'm doing the installation. Okay, so we're going to start by removing the hose. I'm not using that no more. Okay. So you have 4 screws that go not on the plastic. There is wood behind it where the screw goes, so it's firm. And sometimes this cover here, it's sealed with silicone, so you have to cut the silicone a little bit. This one's going to come out because I already took it out to figure it out and test it, figure out what the problem was. So that's why it's not going to be sealed there. So you're going to have the hot and the cold right here. It's going to be a little bit tight because the pipes are not gonna come out all the way. So you're just gonna unscrew these 2 connections here. All right, which is your cold. Open the water, make sure there's no pressure. All right, so you're gonna screw it like that. And then you unscrew this. This is the hot side. Unscrew it just like so. And take the valve out. Ooh, that's hard. All right, that's the old valve. Right here you can see this is the area what I was telling you that is clogged. All right, so hot side is on this side, so this side is clogged and it's not allowing the water to flow properly. So that's just a piece of plastic. We're gonna replace it. I'm gonna clean this a little bit. to get the new one in. So this is the new valve. Big difference. All metal, not that plastic crap. The quality is very noticeable, the difference in quality. Because, not only because it's metal, it has seal, like that one, there's no seal on it. So there is a good possibility of water getting back there, even though you put silicone on it. So this one here, as you can see, it goes flat as you're hot, cold. Okay. So one thing I like doing, I like to run a little bit of silicone here, because there's no seal on the plate, on the metal plate. So by sealing this, you're creating a seal where it's going to probably leak inside the wall, and you don't want that. All right. So after you do that, even though you're going to have seals in the back, which you're going to see, okay? This is going to seal the plate in the front. There you go. Then you have the rubber seals from the back. Which really doesn't do anything because this one is open. That's why I like to use a silicone. So this is mainly just so it doesn't, the faucet doesn't slide after you tighten it. If you don't seal it on that other side, you're gonna end up having a leak behind the wall and not knowing where it's coming from, because probably most people are going to focus on sealing just the outer side instead of where the faucet is. There is no rubber gasket to seal it, so you have to seal it to avoid leaks inside the wall. And as you all know, that's a no-no. That's the scariest part of having an RV, is water. Water damage on an RV is the worst. In a house as well. And that's what I specialize on, making sure things doesn't leak and correcting leaks. So why am I going to do it on my own RV? And why am I going to allow you guys to do it in your RV? So I like to hand tight first. Give that silicone room to expand and avoid the least possible coming out on it. Now I'm going to tighten it a little bit further. Make sure that the faucet is tight. All right. I don't know if you can see right there, but you can see the silicone sealing right there. It's got to be happening right in here as well. All right. And then on the outside, you're going to see a little bit of silicone coming out, which we're going to clean right now. Get it out of there. That's just excess, little bit of excess silicone. That's it. See? So clean and ready to be installed. So that's why I seal it that way. because a lot of people focus only on the outside, like I said, and they don't really concerned about this, and they should be concerned about this because the water is going to run through here and it's going to get inside your wall, and you absolutely don't want that. All right, so this thread right here, what I normally like to do, I like go back a little bit to make sure it gauge properly instead of just going straight tightening it, because once it's cross-threaded you mess it up. So in order to avoid cross-threading it, you want to go back first, make sure it is in place. And basically, if it's going smooth the first 2 turns, you're good. If you feel that is not going smooth, go back and restart again. See, like so, because it should go smooth. No, not fight you. Because if it does, you're cross-threading, and when you cross-thread, that's it. Now this piece needs to be replaced, and now you're in trouble. And I don't want to be in trouble either, so I'm going to avoid that the best possible. See, this one's giving me a hard time. It's because of the way it is, like in an angle, so it makes it hard. You know, the last thing I want is to cross-thread that. I'm gonna turn on the water now, see if there's any leak. All right, water is on. Pressure is up. Check for leaks. It's all dry. That's good. You gotta make sure your fingers are completely dry so you could actually feel if there's any moisture on it. All dry. Perfect. That's much better right there. There it is. This hook right here, honestly, I don't use it. I don't like it. But because it's there and because the holes are there, so I'm going to replace it and put the new one in. Aesthetic wise. What my wife does, she used to like to put the loofah like that. That's the only use that it gets. Okay, maybe I got lucky. With this one, you have to tape it. And then you secure this on. Like that. But I'm going to put the screws there anyway, just to make sure it's done correctly. It's just a little bit higher than what it was. That should help a little bit. Yeah, I agree. I should get a drill. I agree. It's okay. I'll be back. All right. Here's the screw. Yes, it's a Ryobi. That's what I use for the RV. Is the cheapest thing. It's just for screws like this and stuff like that. I am a DeWalt guy. All right, that's what I use for my business. Even though one of my technicians like Milwaukee, I'm a DeWalt person. But for the RV, no. Just to put a screw like that, this is what I use in here. That's it. Nothing else. So, stop the hate, guys. Stop the hate. It's just a tool. There! Awesome. A little bit higher. So that means shower is going to be up here. Oh, we got a problem. No, we don't. Let me just turn this. There it is. Woohoo! I'm a problem solver, guys. I'm going to put the comment thing so you guys could say, breathe out and let all that go out. Hit me, I'm ready for it. All right. This is the hose. There it is. Will you look at that? Pretty. Better than this crap right here. Plastic, all plastic. In and out. I like it. You like it? What do you think? It was cool. Now we have to test it. Let's see if that plumber... Oh, wait. Mr. Plumber, you forgot about this. Time out. I don't want to leak inside the wall. See this right here? This pink part that I have here? That is a water saver for the shower head. Hell no. Hell no. And this is what I'm going to do. Put a little bit of silicone there so that that screw goes in there and seals it. Like I said, you got to be very mindful of that water damage, guys, because it's really bad. There it is. Well, why did you use a screwdriver? Because I like to use my hands. Because there's no need for that excessive power. It's just wood and plastic up there because I have to drill a new hole. But here I'm just using the same hole. It's the same hole. And this is not, this is for this. This is to make the wife happy. You have to make your wife happy. There. See? Problem solved. Don't tell me I didn't tell you. What do you think, ladies? Am I doing it right? Am I taking care of the queen by doing that? Yes, I know. I could read it. I could read it right here. I see your comments right there. Anyway, let's test it. Let's see if we have hot water or not. Here we go. All right, we are set up. let's give it a try and try it. Water heater is on. This is the water heater panel for the Fogatti. All right, let's try this. Hot water on. Whee! Look at this. Got different settings. See? So, right now we have the water heater running. Got some air in the line, so there it is. It's going down 109 degrees. That's okay. That's acceptable. All right? That is okay. 107. It's even better. So as long as it stays down like that, we're good. That's good. 105. That is excellent. So there it is. That was the whole problem. Setting 104. Even better. So problem solved. That whole situation changed everything. See, we have 104 degrees. She's set at 95. It's gonna fluctuate a little bit. That's okay. It's not gonna be exactly at 95, but it should not go to 130, 140 ever. So right now is at 104, sustained, constant, 104. That is good. I'm happy with that. Problem solved. Wife is gonna be happy. She's not gonna be complaining of the hot water, which I understand because I was so pissed off with the hot water as well. So let's go and explain something to you real quick about this water heater so you understand them. All right, so as you guys see, we got the valve installed and everything. I have to go seal it, but I'm not gonna put you guys through that. I already explained how to seal it. I got to seal it with silicone and stuff like that, and clean up all the mess I made there. Anyway, so tankless water heaters. All right, so tankless water heater, either residential or RV. The RV one is a little bit different than the residential, but not by much. The tankless gas water heater is what we're talking about. It's a Fogatti tankless gas water heater. They do not work by pressure. So don't allow your dealership to tell you, oh, do you have enough pressure? No. They don't work with pressure. All right? They have a flow sensor valve. Flow, water flow, not pressure sensor valve. It's a flow sensor valve. The pressure has nothing to do, absolutely, unless there's barely any pressure there. And of course, if you don't have a lot of pressure, you're going to lose volume. But by losing volume, you're going to lose flow. But if you have at least, which you should have, at least 30 pounds of pressure in your campsite, okay, you should be good. And if they're telling you, well, the pressure is low, all right. So in my case, it was not the pressure. I knew it, but they keep saying that it was the pressure. It was a flow problem, because even with the pump that is installed by factory in the RV, which it puts at least 6 gallons per minute, it was still doing the same thing. So it was a flow problem. They just could not figure out where the flow issue was. If it was I started from the beginning, the connection at the RV, check the pressure that is coming from the outside with the pressure valve, check all the pipes, check the water heater, check the thermostat, check the water flow, make sure that it was activating and turning on the water heater when it was supposed to and shutting off when it was supposed to. Just discarding stuff. Check the connection on the water heater going into the water heater. Make sure there was no sediment there. Out of the water heater, make sure there was no sediment there. Then I continued to the valve. That was next. That's it. So when I went to the valve, took out the shower head, took the water saver that I show you guys. Still the same problem. Took the hose apart. Make sure there was no obstruction in the hose. Still the same problem. took the valve apart, okay, and tested. And when I tested the valve with water, all right, and there was more water flow on the cold than on the hot. That was the problem. The valve was clogged, and because it was clogged on that side, it could not just be clogged. It could be a defect from construction, a little bit of growth of plastic inside when they build it, anything. Because I have not opened it to look at it, and I'm not going to open it to look at it because I know there's some kind of obstructions there, not allowing the flow to get to where it was. What is flow? Flow is gallons per minute. All right. So if you don't have enough gallons per minute, it will not work properly. And why it will not work properly? Because the water heater needs a certain amount of flow to go through it, gallons per minute, so it could heat up but not overheat. If that flow slows down, that water has a little bit more time to heat up higher than normal because now it's flowing slower than what it's supposed to, and you want it to flow fast, to go through the water heater fast. It's like inside of it is basically like a radiator of a car, so you want that water to go through that radiator real quick and get out, so it heats but it doesn't overheat. And it was overheating because it was going slow because the valve was not doing it. I tested the kitchen sink, it will never get that high. I tested the lavatory sink, it will never get that high. It was just with the shower. I knew there was a problem. I could not touch it, like I said at the beginning, because of warranty. I got tired of waiting for the warranty. The warranty, they did not know what the heck they were doing, so I have to take over and get it done myself because I knew what was the problem. They just didn't want to fix it, or didn't know how to fix it. Because like I said, I'm not making this video to bash on nobody. I'm just making this video to try to help some of you guys that might be going through the same situation, to help you and hopefully answer any of your questions. Please like and subscribe to our channel. This is a small channel. We're just trying to create memories and maybe make videos like this to help you guys. So all this effort should at least deserve a like and a subscribe. Let's be friends, at least online. And we have another channel. That's why you see a shirt of Ultimate Marine. They're like, oh, this guy's talking about RB, but it has a boat shirt. We have a boat channel. It's called Journey to the Sunset. I'm going to put the link at the bottom. Journey to the Sunset. Follow us there. We do a lot of, boating stuff. Go to the Bahamas and springs and sandbars and all kinds of stuff as well. That channel has been longer than this channel, so we're just getting started on Rving to the Sunset. But Journey to the Sunset has been around for a long time. There's a lot of cool videos there that you like to watch. Anyway, see you guys later, and up to the next adventure. Bye.